Hi, welcome to my channel if this is your first time here, and welcome back if it's not. My name is Mai, and I thought I'd show you guys how I go about starting a new sketchbook. So, you see right there I skip over that first page spread. I don't like to use it, not because I'm the fear of the first page or whatever. It just, I do not like that there's a bit of glue at this, near the spine of that 2 pages, and when you fold it, it kind of make a crease on the page. I just don't enjoy that feeling, so I just skip it, As for the mentioned fear of the first page, I used to be very scared of it, like a lot of people probably are. And then I thought, well, what if I just continue using the sketchbook even though it's a new one, like how I would the old one. So whatever I need to draw next, I would just put it on that first page. And I think over the year I also have learned to accept that this is my sketchbook. I'm not showing it to people most of the time, and I don't think I will be showing it to most people. So I don't think I will have a sketchbook tour for this channel. So yeah, I just let go of that fear of it being ugly or anything like that. Another little trick I found that really helped me with sketchbooking in general is what you see me doing here, is I make these little plastic card. I actually don't remember what material it was, but it was just some thin plastic sheets that I cut out into these little card size sheets, I guess. And then I guess you can use a credit card for this. I just wanted to have multiple sizes to reflect, certain ratio of paper, like a 5x7 or a 2x3, but in a smaller scale. And yeah, so I would just go into my sketchbook, draw a little outline, and then draw within that outline. I used to be a lot more messy with my sketchbook, where I just, draw here, draw there, squeeze something in between, and I still do that. But when I really don't know what to do in my sketchbook, or when I'm trying to work out an idea, I actually prefer to use these little smaller constraints, like the little thumbnails basically. And that really helps me because it reduces this, sketchbook spread into a smaller space. And that helps my brain from being less scared of filling up all this space. Even though, my sketchbook is not even a big one. It's just the large Moleskine, so it's a 5x8-ish inches. But yeah, I think with sketchbook practice, most people will just need to find what is comfortable for them. And this is what I have found to work for me. Now, a little bit onto what I am doing here specifically. Like I said, I just want to continue this sketchbook and use it for whatever is the next thing on my brain. And I did not designate a thing I need to draw for the first page. So I wanted to do a little portrait painting. So I took the reference picture and then I look at it and I, pick one from various pictures, and then I do this little thumbnail sketch. It's actually mostly usually I am not sure if I would enjoy painting something. So if I do a little thumbnail, it helps me to visualize and put that image down on paper. And if I enjoy sketching it, I will most likely enjoy painting it. I know a lot of people use thumbnail sketches more for proportions, like trying to figure out where to put a certain painting within the space on the canvas. I do that too, but for this specific one, it was more of me trying to figure out if I will enjoy painting this portrait in oils. Also, I guess this is not quite a resolution for the new year. I don't really do resolutions. I'm really bad at keeping them. And this is continuing from last year, so it's not really like a new resolution. It's just I want to paint more portraits, but in shadow. I feel like I paint portrait usually is within really like studio lighting or like very bright, front facing light. And I want more darker lit portrait. And also I need to work on shadows. I'm not great with painting shadows. And then like when, you strip away the light, a lot of the color and saturation is lost. And I think I typically make my shadow too saturated or too dead. So I want to work more on that this year. Or just, going forward. And you can see here the next little sketch I made. It have a little like a slightly longer composition. I think this is equivalent to a 2x3. The first one is more equivalent to a I think it probably is a 5x7. Not quite, but close enough to a 5x7. And I'm sketching out another idea, and this is very much having to do with this year. It's it's the year of the snake, and I thought, let's see if I can come up with something for the year of the snake. It is slightly a recycled idea, because the figure and the sword that was actually from a sketch page in my old sketchbook. I actually do this quite a lot. I would look at references. I see something that I like, and I, don't have a specific use for them. I would just sketch that figure into my sketchbook and then add random things to it, or, just sketch that figure so I have it in my sketchbook so I can when I flip back through, or it'll just make me remember that pose more. So when I do have another idea, I can use one of these, poses that I like to try and work out a composition. And this one is very much, the male figure is from reference that I really liked. And then I just added in these little elements to create, a composition. And here I switch over to an even longer ratio. This one is a 1x2, so it's very long. I wanted to do something with a bird. This is also very much me working out composition for painting to put at home. And I wanted to do more animals in general. I think I paint figure quite a lot, and I do enjoy painting animals. I just don't do them enough. So this is a case of trying to figure out what I would like to have on my wall. Again, this bird was from reference. I did change around a bit, like the pose is from the reference picture, but the bird standing on that straight up dead tree branch or tree trunk is not from the reference. That is just, I don't quite like the background in the reference picture, so I just remove all that. And I want a longer composition, so I thought we can just add a branch in and leave that space mostly empty, in contrast to the bird being spread out in the top bit of the composition. And like I said before, I don't think I will be doing sketchbook tour on this channel, especially not my, everyday sketchbook. I might show, a spread or like a page or two here and there, or like when I have a sketch that I specifically want to share or like film, then I might show that page. But as a whole, I don't think I will be sharing like a whole sketchbook tour. I might do another video where I cover, the more messy side of sketchbook, and like not to stress about making everything look pretty. But I think that will be about it. I do have a series where I draw, things I'm obsessing over, and that is in its own little sketchbook. So if I finish that ever, we'll see, then I might do a tour of that, but that is not like reflective of what my normal sketchbook looked like. And here we have the final little drawing of the first page. This one is very much just a reference I saw and I really like, and I think it has potential for something, of a bigger composition in the future, or just to work as a painting by itself. The only thing I changed about it was how that water jug vase thingy was held. So it was more upright in the reference, but I turned it more to the front, like a pouring motion, and then add some stream of water to it. But yeah, that's it. That's the very first page of the sketchbook. I found doing these little almost Pinterest board looking composition within my sketchbook helped me to process it better, to approach it without with less fear, and it's also, I think it hit that very organized bit of my brain. So I hope maybe you'll see this, give it a try, and it'll help you with your own sketchbooking. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.